Hi guys, here I am back again with the next concepts of rational numbers. I hope you must have liked and enjoyed my previous video on the introduction of rational numbers. So today let us just go ahead and study further details of rational numbers. So what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn about a new concept in rational numbers which is called as standard form of rational numbers. But before we learn about standard form of rational numbers, let us just recall the definition of rational numbers. A rational number in mathematics can be defined as any number which can be represented in the form of P upon Q, where Q should not be equal to 0. Here we have to keep one thing in mind, that both P and Q should be integers here. Also, we can say that any fraction fits under the category of rational numbers where denominator and numerator are integers and denominator is not equal to 0. That is the basic difference between the rational numbers and the fractions. In case of a fraction, the denominator and numerator are whole numbers, while in case of rational numbers, the denominator and numerator are integers. And the common point is denominator should not be equal to 0. Let us just see a few examples of rational numbers. For example, if I talk about the number 1 upon 2, so it is a rational number. In other words, I can say that 1 is divided by 2, or it is written as the ratio of 1 is to 2. Similarly, the decimal number 0.75, it can also be expressed in the form of P upon Q. So, how will it be? 0.75 can be written as 75 upon 100. So, if I bring this fraction into lowest form, so it will be equal to 3 upon 4. So, we can say that 0.75 is also a rational number. Similarly, 1 is also a rational number, as 1 can be written as 1 upon 1. 2 is a rational number. Similarly, 2.12 is a rational number. Similarly, minus 6.6 is also a rational number, as it can be written as minus 66 upon 10, etc. So, these are all the examples of rational numbers which we have already studied. Now, you must be wondering, like in my previous video, I had discussed about the notations of each and every type of numbers. So, did we discuss the notation for rational numbers? No. So, what is the notation for rational numbers? Rational numbers are denoted as Q. Now, you must be wondering, Q? How is Q related to rational numbers? So, the word from which it is derived is quotient, which is an Italian word meaning quotient, because in case of rational number, we write a number in the form of a P upon Q. In other words, we can say P is divided by Q, or which we can write it as a quotient of P and Q. Since every rational number can be expressed as a quotient of fraction P upon Q of two co-prime numbers P and Q should not be equal to 0, that is the reason rational numbers are denoted by capital English alphabet Q. It was first denoted by Peano in 1895. Now let us just come to our topic for today. The name of the topic is standard form of rational numbers. It is a very important topic for rational numbers. There are basically two conditions based upon which we say whether a rational number is written in a standard form or not. And what are those two conditions? We say a rational number is said to be in standard form if the first condition is denominator should be positive. And the second condition is if P and Q have no factor other than 1. That means we can say that P and Q are in its lowest form. Let us just see an example of that. For example, the question says express the following in standard forms. So the given question is 24 upon minus 36. So what were the two conditions of writing my number in standard form? The first condition was the denominator should be positive. But here if I see my denominator is negative, so what should I do? Can I make it positive? Yes, I can make my denominator positive if I multiply my denominator by minus 1, because we know the rules of multiplication of integers, which says when two negative integers are multiplied together, it becomes, the answer is, the product is a positive integer. So if I multiply minus 36 by minus 1, my denominator will become a positive integer. But can I do that as per the rules of mathematics? Can I only multiply the denominator by a number? No. I have to multiply my numerator also by the same number. So I have to multiply minus 24 by minus 1 also. So that will become minus 24 upon 36. Now my first condition is fulfilled, which says my denominator should be the positive number. So my 36 is a positive number. But still my second condition is not fulfilled. My second condition for the standard form of rational number says that it should be in the lowest form. P and Q should not have a common factor other than 1. So if I look at 24 and 36, are they in their lowest form? No. So I may try to find out the HCF, then I will divide 24 by the HCF of both these numbers, or I may cancel out the numbers. It will go on the table of 8 or 6. It will go on the table of 6. 6 4s are 24, 6 6 are 36. Again it will go on the table of 2, or you can directly cancel them out on the table of 12. So 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. So what is the lowest form I get in the end? I get the lowest form as minus 2 upon 3. Now is my second condition for writing the numbers in standard form fulfilled? Yes. So now my P upon Q are in their lowest form, as well as my denominator is also positive. So that means this is the standard form of the rational number 24 upon minus 36. Now let us just try out this one. So in this number, if you see, both my numerator and denominator are negative numbers. So what I can do, either I can do the same thing I have done for previous question. I can multiply both my numerator and denominator by minus 1, so that both of them will become positive numbers. Or what can I do? I can just cancel out the negative signs together, because we know the rules for division of integers, so which says when a negative integer is divided by another negative integer, my answer is positive. Now I have to fulfill my second condition for the standard form of rational number. So I have to look for a common number by which if I divide both of them, so that I get the lowest form. So let me just divide it by 5. 5 5s are 25 and 8 5s are 40. So I got my numbers which do not have a common factor other than 1. So my number is, the standard form for minus 25 upon minus 40 is 5 upon 8. So it fulfills both my conditions for the standard form. My first condition is my denominator should be positive, and the second condition is both the numerator and denominator should be in their lowest form of fraction, or they should not have a common factor other than 1. So this is how we write our numbers into standard form. Now let us just learn about one more topic for today, which is positive and negative rational numbers. So every rational number other than 0, it is either positive or negative rational number. And so let us just learn about what is a positive rational number. So positive rational number, when numerator and denominator both in a given rational number, either they are both positive or they are both negative. So in that case, we say that that rational number is a positive rational number. For example, if I write the rational number 6 upon 7, in this both numerator and denominator are positive integers. So that means it is a positive rational number. Now if I take another example in which both my numerator and denominator are negative, I may cancel out the negative signs together, so which will result in a positive rational number only. So which means This is also a positive rational number. So what are positive rational numbers? The rational number in which either both the numerator and denominator are both positive or both negative. So all such rational numbers are known as positive rational numbers. Now let us just learn about negative rational numbers also. So what are negative rational numbers? It has either numerator or the denominator negative. So an example, if I see minus 3 upon 11. So in this the numerator is negative. So that means it is a negative rational number. So if I take an example of 9 upon minus 4. So in this the denominator is negative. So that means this is also a negative rational number. So these are all the concepts which we have learned today. The first one is standard form of a rational number, which says the denominator should be positive, and the second condition is both the numerator and denominator should be in the lowest form. Then we have also learned about positive and negative rational numbers. So when do we say a rational number is positive? When either both the numerator and denominator are positive, or when both the numerator and denominator are negative. And when do we say a rational number is negative? When either numerator or denominator is negative. So that is all about today's lesson. Thank you so much for attending today's session. Thank you.